I was thinking, I had a couple experiences recently that made me think about this too. One of them has to do with like readiness, something
Mhm,
like readiness. Like you can participate in some kind of project for self improvement. Let's say maybe
mhm,
it's therapy, maybe it's one of our clients, right? And you can go on and go on and go on, and in some ways things don't seem like they're changing very much. Even if that person is taking on like some qigong practice, they don't really see that much change.
mhm,
And then suddenly, for reasons that are unclear, there's like this shift. And so, in a way, we have to be alert to that moment. When is that?
mhm.
When something new is about to emerge, and we understand it as like, well, the foundation of the change we see is happening on levels we don't see. There's definitely things changing, but we don't see it yet, and we're not sensitive enough to see it. But when it emerges, it's like a volcano. There it is. You can see it, big effect, but you didn't see all the things happening before. And so it looks kind of miraculous when that happens,
Mhm.
and mysterious at the same time, because we can't really predict when is that.
Yeah.
When is that moment of new possibility going to happen, which would be like a sunrise? When's the new sunrise,
Mhm,
going to appear?
mhm. Yeah. And that changes, right? The like the time of the rising, like it's time of the rising sun changes for us all the time,
It
right?
does.
It's like different seasons it changes. I love the whole idea that again, the change is always happening. Sometimes it's just underneath the surface and we
Yeah.
don't see it. But if we trust that we're investing in it, right? We're investing in this place of knowing ourselves as whole, mind, body, and spirit working in this unity, figuring out this life, figuring out how to be in this part, right? In this world and make a difference in this world. If we trust that, then I think the change doesn't have to include suffering. I think the suffering is what brings us to the place of wondering if it's worth it or is it happening?
Say more about that. I think suffering is so central and important.
Yeah. That sort of idea that it hasn't happened yet, so it's probably not going to happen.
Hmm.
Or, right. So then we just start to question. And when we do that, we're beginning now to like shut ourselves kind of down in the darkness. And we can't really see anything that might still be going on, or maybe even delay the process, right? But if we can see that this change is happening, even though it's not always visible to us, then we can have a little bit more relaxed sense of possibility
Hmm.
and a more openness to and openly curious um, to what is going to happen. Even feeling a little bit delighted. It reminds me of how when we do dragon dance between heaven and earth, Master Lu says, with a slight smile on your face,
Yeah.
right? So there's something about that action of the slight smile. Like as psychologists, we would say, we could easily say the nervous system now recognizes you're doing something that's associated with joy, with ease, right? And so your body is going to begin to reflect that. But at an energetic level, practicing qigong, we know that that slight smile, again, right? It's a signal. It's a representation of something that's much deeper.